In Nyeri, elderly persons were treated to a free medical camp where over 300 of them came for the free checkups. Health officials are concerned that most aged people do not go for checkups and therefore diseases that afflict the elderly are not detected early. Here's Nderi with that story.
It was a day like no other for the aged persons in Nyeri. Whoever said old age is a hindrance to one enjoying a jig should perhaps ask these senior citizens who turned up at the Dedan Kimathi Kamkunji grounds in Nyeri for a free medical camp. It was a welcome break for the over 300 elderly persons who received free medical checkups, as at their age they are prone to certain diseases. Their beaming faces showing just how much of a good time they were having, evident that some, in their heydays, were quite the agile dancers. Besides the free medical care, they also received shoes, as many aged persons in their rural areas often go without. Much-needed walking sticks were also handed out to them, courtesy of the Purity Elderly Care Foundation that organized the camp.
We are asking people to come out and help us help more people. There is so much need out there. There is so much neglect. There is so much abandonment. Ask people to look after their own parents. However old they are, even if you're in Nairobi, employ a nurse. There are nurses that are available for home care. But more so, it would be good if they can come and live with you. For one, I live with my father-in-law.
There has been a concern over the neglect of aged people. Wanjiko says many young people forget that their parents and grandparents back in the villages need physical, emotional, and financial support. She was quick to remind Kenyans that youth is temporary and one cannot evade old age.
Mimi mfana iko piato iko naye. Mimi mfana kura mi bado maziwa nimekunywa na madadi nimekula.
The illness, these guys cannot even afford to go to hospital. They cannot even afford to pay the bills. The 2,000 cash transfer that the government is actually offering the elderly, which we appreciate, it's actually not enough to actually cater for their meals.
The medical officers at the camp said many do not go for checkups and only go to hospital when the ailments are quite advanced. Early detection and subsequent treatment for the aged persons would ensure that they live a quality life.
We would wish that all of them attend to these services in our hospitals, so that if they have hypertension or high blood pressure, it will be detected early.
Nderi for KTN in Nyeri.